Let's talk and go full into the nerd scope here. Akamai topped estimates in its latest quarter. However, its delivery revenue that saw a 12% year-over-year decline for the quarter and an 11% revenue decline for 2022. Shares are seeing some pressure this morning. They're down by about 7.6%. They were actually down earlier this morning by about 5%, so a little bit of a leg lower here. There is one element that kind of stuck out to me. I listened to a snippet of this company's earnings call as well this morning in the replay. They're really focused on just taking a snippet of the market share away from Amazon in the compute business. And that compute revenue, it doesn't make up the largest amount of revenue. In fact, it makes up the smallest amount of revenue for them. But that compute revenue, if they just take a 1 to 2% share of a $200 billion total addressable market, then that is major for their business as compared to what it would be for Amazon.
Yeah, I love that Akamai logo. It reminds me of a stamp that should be on a bright blue 87 Ford Mustang. That's just my own personal take. It's the first thing that popped in my head when we showed it. But look, with this quarter, too, security revenue being called out as a weak point, missed consensus estimates. The team over at Guggenheim calling that out. I will be interesting just because of that miss on security, how Okta is doing. Later on in the 3 to 5 show, I think we're talking to Okta CEO Todd McKinnon. Curious to what he is seeing in his own security business.
Yeah, I mean, I would echo what you guys were saying, that if they're going toe-to-toe with the likes of the big players here, then...
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like they're not even trying to go full toe-to-toe. It's kind of like, hey, you know, we understand that you guys want the whole loaf of bread. We just want a couple of crumbs that might fall off the side. And honestly, with the company acquiring Linode and the cloud computing platform last year for around $900 million to close that gap, I think particularly just going after a percentage of that market share could be really critical for how that builds out their own business and what it contributes to getting to this 30% margin target that they set out right now, sitting at about 27%.
You listened to this whole earnings call? Was it a snoozer?
I put it on like
internet plumbing.
I put it on like 1.5 speed. Listen to it that way. Yeah.
When did you even have time to do
this morning? He does it all. Rocking. Crushing on Airbnb earnings last night. Valentine's Day dinner, hopping on an internet plumbing earnings call.
Get your good Brooklyn Bagel Company, local small business coffee, and ripping
home run.